Hi everyone. We are doing a little COVID-19 home isolation cooking. I'm Tammy. I am a holistic nutritionist that's based on that town. And what are we going to make today? So can you guess? We're gonna make a little sauerkraut. We're using so much hand sanitizers these days. Why don't we do a little something to reload those good gut bacteria? We have a big cabbage, some apples, some turmeric, and some cumin seed. There we go. So I want to take off the first layer that's a little bit dry. It's like taking off that first layer of clothing. That sounds a bit smutty. We'll just cut the end of this off. Make sure your fingers are out of the way. Let your knife do all the work until you get, there we go. So we've got quite a big cabbage here, so what we want to do is start with quartering it. So again, make sure your fingers are out of the way, do the bear claw, and just slice right through the middle. We'll remove the core first. See this bit here? This hard bit, we don't want that. So let's get rid of that. Okay, and then we just give it a nice shred, okay? We have some of our cleaned cabbage and they've been drained, and we're gonna put them in here and start working them. So we've got 2 little knobs of turmeric, and then, okay, so turmeric. Then we've got an apple. I'm coming back in sesame. Oh wow. Oh. Mariah and the good days. Good days. What happened? So now we're gonna shred some apple into our beautiful mix. We're gonna add some beautiful sweetness, yeah? The club is full of ballers and their pockets full grown. It's pure poetry. All right, next we're gonna put a little cumin seed in. Just what feels right. Got a special guest with us. Okay, so now we start the salt. And basically just, you add a bunch of salt and we start macerating it, okay? This is very, very important step of how it becomes sauerkraut. So, what do you mean? Ah, he's eating the last batch of sauerkraut. Our hands in there, and you know, whatever you're stressed about in a day, you know, like little ones not sleeping about 3 in the morning. Yeah, that's you. Yep. COVID-19 relief measures for anyone. You'll feel that like the first layer is starting to soften out. We're gonna keep working on this. We'll add a little bit more salt. Okay. And just keep adding. I'm using a little bit of unrefined sea salt. Any gray salt, pink salt, all of that will do too. But using sea salt is a little bit more economical. Say what? Tastes good? Yeah? Not sharing your sauerkraut. Okay, so we're starting to see a pool of liquid at the bottom of the pan, and that's all come out from salting the cabbage. It draws out all the moisture, and that's exactly what we want. So I think we're almost there. How do we know it's done? We just have to taste it, and it should taste like it's a little too salty to eat. Yes, that is right. Yeah. Oh, and that cumin is, oh, so tasty. Yeah, it's tasty. Okay, so what we want to do next is just press it a little bit to get more of that moisture out. Yeah, you following me? So I've just put a layer of little glad wrap on. So one more tray on, and then we'll just like put some heavy stuff in there, yeah? You get the picture. See, so this has been pressing for a little while. If you have time, you can leave it pressing for a bit longer, but I gotta go, so let's see. hands washed to check the sauerkraut. We'll just give it another squeeze before we put it in the fermentation box jar. Alright, this is looking good. It's definitely too salty to eat. That's about right. We're ready to go into the fermentation jar. This is what I have. See, compare size to head. You can get an idea of how big this is. You've got your pieces of turmeric dispersed throughout. Okay, here we go. So it's all in. Okay, let's punch it in. Yeah! So let's get this beautiful brine in there as well. Like I said before, we want to have the brine covering the cabbage, okay? Okay, so this is looking pretty good. Yeah, you see how the liquid covers the sauerkraut? That's exactly what we want, okay? Get this a little bit more clean film. So I get it to just stick to the glass on the inside. Yeah. You know, it's not as exposed to air as it would be otherwise. We're just giving it a guarantee that no nasties are getting in there. But lastly, we're gonna put a little weight, a couple of these little plates. Okay. Yeah. Okay. On. Lid. Go. And that's it. So we'll check in about 4 days. Thanks for watching. Bye. Say what, you know that about it.